Welcome to the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. Our match today is Shane Van Boening from the USA versus Alex Pagulayan from the Philippines. The game is 10 ball. Race to 13, alternate break. Rack you're on. As you can see, Pagulayan won the lag, obviously. He broke. Shane's at the table. He didn't make a ball on the break. Shane has a shot on the 1. He's got to come down and get on the 2. I played this tournament quite a few times, the Billiard Expo. It's a strange tournament at times to me. But anyway, I know both players' game pretty well. I played Alex quite a bit, and I played Shane also, so should know what they're going to do, I hope. He's going to try to fit this ball in between the 7 and the 9, and he did. That was a nice shot right there. He'll just roll this in real slow. He'll stay where he can roll down on the 5 ball off the floor. Looks like he's drawing it, though. Yeah. Good shot. He'll draw over now. He still could roll down, but I think he'll draw it to the side rail and have an angle just to bounce down off the bottom rail for the 6. Or go 2. He'll go 2 rails now with left top. Shane's coming out fast, I'll tell you that. Wish he played as fast when he plays me. No, just kidding. Left top. He doesn't want to land straight, and he did. That could make a little bit of a problem, but he's got the 7 right there for the side. Just shoot this with a little middle draw and come down the bottom rail and bounce back down. Like that, but he underhit it. This one's tricky, I'll tell you that. This one almost makes you want to shoot it in the side. He's a great shooter, though. He can take a shot on in the corner. He'll just shoot it in the corner and follow it 2 rails. That's the right shot. And then shoot the 9 in the side or the corner down here. But I can see he looks like he's going for the side. He's going to roll it somehow. Yeah, good shot. He felt safer on that. That was the safer shot. Left bottom and bounce off the side rail a little, probably. Like that. Remember, don't try to get too good on the next shot. Just get a good shot. He'll draw this to the side rail probably, or stun it to the bottom rail. Drew it to the side rail. Shane takes the first game 1-0 off of nothing on the break when Alex broke the balls and didn't make anything and left him an easy out. Shane breaking makes his normal break. The ball on the side. But look at this. He came down and gave him an easy carom on the 10. Wow. How easy was that game? 2-0. Pagulayan to break. Didn't have to commentate that rack much. Pagulayan makes the 1. Gets snookered. Look where the 4 is. This table still seems a little... Of course, I play there. I know the conditions of this place. I might have played in this tournament. Who knows? Can't remember exactly. But this place gets wet. The tables get wet. The way that ball is positioned by the side, that could only happen on a wet table. The ball never lands like that unless the table's kind of not playing right. He's just going to roll out somehow. Back down here. And he assumes he won't take on the combination, and I don't think he will either. He could roll this real slow and cut it right past the 10 and play him a safe. That's not impossible, but it's tricky. I think you'll let him shoot this shot almost, because it's laying really tricky now. The 4 is really a devilish ball. I can tell you that. It's in a position where it's a dead man's shot. I can tell you that. You got to get just right on it to make it. Either way. Looks like he's going to take on that shot I said. Slow rolling it and just bumping the 2 past the 10. Like that. That was the right shot. That wasn't a bad shot at all. Even if he left him an edge. He didn't leave him the edge. That was the right shot. Excuse me. Looks like he's got a kick on the outside of the 9 ball. You can't kick between the 9 and the 5. He's going to have to kick out away from the 9 or kick underneath the 10. He'll have to hit that with left bottom. That's tricky right there. He's got to watch out that he don't hit the 10 ball. That's for sure on this one. He's got to draw it like. Now you left him a shot. Left him a combination on the 8 ball. Guess he'll shoot the 4 past underneath the 10. Excuse me, if he gets to it. These tables are really tricky when they're a little bit wet. This table doesn't look exactly alive right now. When a table gets wet and slows down a little and takes the spin off the ball, it's hard to play your game. Anybody. He's thinking about stopping right there and taking a harder shot to get over or try to run into it. He could stop right there and make the ball and try to run into the 4 ball. That's not a bad idea. He's going to draw out now, left bottom, out to the middle of the table. And there it shows you how slow the table is. That's what I was just talking about. These tables are not that fast right now. And they don't draw that easy. I've played there quite a few times. Sometimes the table plays good, and then sometimes it plays really sluggish, and the pool balls are skidding a lot and stuff like that. Can't make nothing on the break. I couldn't at this tournament. I played some good matches. I beat Alex one time there. Played really well to beat him. I've lost to Shane there once, but I remember the last 8. I make it to the last 8 quite a bit, and then I get beat. The table gets me somehow, or the conditions of the building. I don't know what it is. One time I was playing there. I was going to try to kick this in. Good shot. Wow, how good did he hit that? And he landed perfect. Or he could maybe get the 4 in down there. Just going to put a little bit of right, and he'll draw out. A little bit of bottom. Oh, he went down. He followed down. That was a good shot right there. That wasn't as easy to do as it looked, what he did there, I'll tell you that. I thought he could have stunned it out. That was a better way to play it. And I can't tell exactly with these views. He's going to stop or draw back or draw out like that. He'll put right top, come back to the middle. He wants to come just past the spot. Near the spot, the right top. Right there. Let's stop with an angle. He got a little bit straight. I like just hitting this real high with a real high cue ball and just warping it, go 2 rails. Those guys don't like that shot. He's drawing it somehow. He's going to stun it or draw out of it. Yeah, he stunned it. That's the safer shot. I like showing off. I like the other shot because it's kind of flamboyant. And I lose because of it. He's going to draw back just a little bit probably. Just stop right there. Yeah. Take a little harder. See how he took a little harder shot on the 10? That's what you amateurs want to do. Straight top, cut that in. He leads 3-0. Few errors from Pagulayan. Shane the breaking from the middle, hitting them with a flat ball. They don't put a lot of spin on that break when they break from the middle. It's a real flat ball. And he's landed the 2 ball. He can play a carom on the 8 if he could land right on the 2. He could cut this in and go up and down the table. And land just past the 6, but doing that, it sounds easy, but this is a hard shot to start with. He'd have to put a lot of left top on it to hold the line. But that's what he needs to do. I don't see any future in drawing unless there's another shot. With the 7 ball sitting there, it's a big pocket. He's looking at that. Maybe he could twist the 1 ball in on the bank. And because if he hits the side rail, the pocket's as big as a bucket. Hit it with a lot of left bottom, draw it to the side rail, and the cue ball come out perfect for the carom and bank the ball at the same time. That's the shot. If the angle's not too severe to bank it like that. He'll put a lot of left bottom on it. See how he's sitting real low? It's still tricky because it's a little more angle than he'd like. If it had a little less angle, it'd be a gimme. Just an inch or 2 less angle. I'm still surprised he ain't just cutting this ball in and going up and down the table with left top. Because that shot's there too. But this shot's not impossible. A lot of left bottom. He doesn't want to overhit it. He'll hit it with speed, like with bottom. And he hit it clean. Look at that. He was so confident that he could make it with the 7 sitting there that he went ahead and hit it perfectly clean in the pocket. Now he'll just play the carom. He'll just snib the 2 ball just a little bit, real slow. Play the 8. It bounced out a little more than I thought it would. But he's still okay. He'll just put right top on it. That'll make this cue ball check off the side rail over there and give him a perfect angle for the 3 ball. That's what makes this shot work. He'll put right top. He'll cut it in the left corner up there as we look. If he shoots it anywhere else, I won't believe it. All he's got to do is roll it with right top. And he'll bounce off the side rail. Wow, he drew the ball over there. That was amazing. He must not have been able to do what I thought, looking from here. But it sure looked like it. He'll just shoot this with right top and come near the 7 over here, the side rail. This is a tough shot, kind of. It's not an easy shot, that shot right there. He hit it well. He plays an aggressive game, and he can play slow down, too. He'll put a lot of right on this and hit it a little bit and come out 2 rails, play the 6 on the side, probably. Can't always figure out what they're going to do. These angles right here, if they would leave the camera at this angle, I could tell a lot more. I'm going to stop right there. I can see real good from right here like this, what the guy's going to do. He'll just float this. He might come back for the corner or the side, and just the side. Now he'll flow up and play a 9 in the corner where he is. He'll shoot this with right bottom. He'll draw 2 rails just lightly. This one, you just want to lightly draw it with some bottom and right. And go 2 rails. Like that. Good shot. 4-0, Van Boening leaves. Pagulayan to break. Pagulayan needs to get on the scoreboard. That's what happens when it starts getting this snowball effect. They're going to get you 4 or 5-0. Breaking from the middle. He broke those with a lot of bottom, look like. See how hard they are to get in? It's the same problem I have with this tournament when I play in it. It gets a little sticky in there. They don't run the air right. They like turn the air off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. I don't think they know what they're doing with the air there. And it's a very difficult place to play in because it's just so inconsistent with the conditions. Hot, cold, sticky, wet. You don't know what it's going to be. He's just going to spin this in with a lot of spin, real lightly, like that. See how that ball didn't travel very far? That shows how dense it is. This place is sticky. There was only a few times I've ever played there that I thought the conditions were conducive to good play. But you can see it here. You can see it in spots like with that shot. I thought that ball should have traveled further than that, as much angle as it had. He's just going to hit this with a lot of left and kill it into that side rail and then hit the bottom rail and bounce off a little bit. That's all he can do. Wow, he shot it in the side. That's amazing. I didn't think he had to shoot that in the side. Good shot, though. See, there's another angle I couldn't tell. It looked like he had to shoot it in the corner all the way. And he didn't. He's going to play the combination on the 9. That's not a bad play. Controlling this will be the difficult shot. Is controlling the speed of this shot right here to the 4. And that's not where he wanted to be, see. That shows right there that he has no control on this table, really. Or he would have executed that shot right there. He would be straight on this combination instead of an angle. He's got an easy safety. No, I guess he can't hit. It's like he thought he could shoot and stop maybe, but the 4 ball might bounce back the wrong way. He can still play the combination, but he's got to be careful, I think. I can't tell exactly what he's doing. Safety or combination. And he missed it. Like I said, he's got to be careful. Here's Pagulayan, an opportunity. He needed it. He'll just stop right there. The 5's right there. And then the 6 will roll over for the 6. Maybe they'll draw. Just stop. Wow, he almost missed that. He moved on it. It'll look like. Or he was just trying to like move and get that little angle to get over. I see what he did. Now he'll stun this one and float just past the 8. He'll hit just below center on the cue ball. What's he? Something disturbed him, huh? He's a crafty player too, Pagulayan. He'll stun into the 8. That's all right. Now he'll put right top. The 6 ball's just off the rail. That's good. This shot would be a lot harder if it was frozen to put right top on and hold the cue ball. It puts a little bit of right on it so it doesn't go down table any more than it has to when he comes over for the 7. You amateurs need to remember that. So he would have went another foot the other way if he wouldn't have hit it with a little bit of right. Now he'll put right bottom and draw off, probably just stun it off the rail a little. Even if he loses the cue ball, he'll have the corner where he's shooting the 7 too. But he won't. He stayed for the 8 right there. That's perfect. He'll stop right there on the 8. We'll draw back a little. He preferred to draw back, which is the smarter play. Now he'll draw back again. Good shot. Nice player, nice cue ball. We'll just roll this in with straight top. There you go. On the scoreboard, Pagulayan. Van Boening leads 4-1. Van Boening breaking from the right middle. He breaks them pretty good. Ball went inside. 6 ball, side pocket. 1 ball's trapped on the bottom rail. A little bit unlucky with such good break, but that's the way the balls. That's the way the pool balls break sometimes. You break them good, and you still can't get a shot to run racks or play more offense. Every time you go to the table, you got to play defense to get a shot. This is tricky to play safe on. That's what's got him perplexed. Looks like he could just bank it 2 rails, let the cue ball float over and play the 9. Use the 9 ball once it comes down table to get him, or the 10. He's got to hope the 10 don't go 2 rails and bump the 10. 1 ball don't. He's going to roll out. He doesn't like that safety. And that's a smart shot to roll it somewhere else where you can play a safe. And at the same time, it's not an easy safety. Just roll this with left, bump the 1 ball to the side rail just past the 3. And the cue ball comes over behind the 4 and the 9. That's the shot. Here. Easier said than done, though. But that's not a bad shot. I don't see. There's another shot, but I don't see how they execute it. It's too hard to execute any other shot. Could thin the 1, come down behind the 5-9. Yeah. 5-2, I mean. Yeah. Good luck doing that. That's not going to try that. Could bank the 1 back just past the 10 with left top and let the cue ball hit the 3. But the problem there is the 1's too close to the rail. It might double kiss into the pocket. He's going to do what I said. He's going to bank the ball. No, he did exactly what I said the last time. It almost scratched, too, off the 3 ball. And he still didn't get safe. That shows how hard of a safety that was. That ball wasn't as close to the rail as I thought. If he shot it that way. That's for sure. Pagulayan's a good safety and player and kicks very well. He'll just bump this ball with some spin and come behind the 10 and let the 1 go behind that 5 somehow. And he hit that one poorly. I don't know if Shane will go for this cut. I don't think the ball will bank. And if he plays safe, he'll have to play one of those wiffle shots where you hit real high on the ball. He's going to have to go for this because he doesn't have a safety, really. He's just going to cut it in and go back and forth, try to create something. Try to run into him coming back and forth. Oh, he almost did it. And now he's got a good safety. He can just thin the 2 and use the 5 ball. Or he can roll him right up behind the 5. That's not a bad play right there. I see it. Could just shoot the 2 to the bottom rail and roll the cue ball forward. Put him right behind the 5. He wants to go for the combination. Is he looking at that? That's a tough shot.
Yeah, I agree with you, Al. I don't like the combination. It's far too risky.
He's going to play the combination. I don't believe he'll shoot this shot.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Wow. There was no position. That's what I didn't like about that shot. It's got easy safety. Well, he's kind of stumbling and letting him back in it here if Pagulayan wins this game. He's going to jump this one. He's going to jump and try to play safe, I assume, because the 2 ball won't go past the 7. Unless he's going to jump and try to bank the 2 on the 7, which is, I don't think that shot's even worth shooting. Because the 2 is going to go down table. Cue balls stay there. That's what I was looking at. Jump, cut onto the combination. God, is that tricky? Looks like he would jump off the table trying that shot. Oh, so he's going to jump, try to cut, and play safe at the same time. He was playing safe all along. And if he happened to cut it right on it and get lucky, he'd look like a hero. Alex will roll him right on the 4. This shot used to be one of my worst shots. I used to shoot this shot in tournaments, and I never would get the ball to the rail. It takes good nerves to take this shot on. That's what he's thinking right now. He knows what he's got to do. Just got to roll it. He's going to shoot at it. Shoot at this. This. Even if you don't execute it, you don't sell out completely on the thing. It just takes good nerves to play that shot. But there you go. That's a shot every pro learns to execute. Yep, gotta learn that one. I don't know if you got him frozen on it or not. Can't tell from here. Obviously he doesn't, because he's measuring a kick that's relatively a 2-rail kick. He's doing some kind of measuring. He's going to try to kick 2 rails. Try to make it, obviously, and then if he doesn't and he hits it correctly, gets a good break, he'll get safe. Ephraim was always good at this shot, just hitting the correct side of the ball, just the right way all the time. You know, just he would bank it off that side rail, and the cue ball would come down table, or he'd make it. Either one. Just like that. Oh, he got unlucky. It stuck there. I thought it was going to bounce off, but it didn't. Good break for Pagulayan there again. He'll just shoot this with straight top, and it'll bounce off, and he'll play the 3 ball in the same pocket. 2 ball will bounce towards the 9 a little bit, shouldn't. Hit it maybe even. Yep. Now he'll follow this with right top, or he'll stun it. He might stun it because he's over the 9 ball. He doesn't want the cue ball to curve and whiffle. He might hit it on the middle a little bit more. No, he's rolling it. He'll put some right on it, come back, play it in the side. 4 ball. Perfect. Now he'll follow down to the bottom rail. He'll follow to the side rail, or he'll stun straight down to the bottom rail. It looks like he could follow to the side rail and then come down to the bottom rail with a lot of top. Oh, he underhit it. Oh, good. That's good. I didn't know he had that spin on it. He used the spin on that one. There's another good example of using spin. So you amateurs and weekend players out there and avid players, just throw little spins on the ball. He'll put a little left on this and watch it spin. See? That's how we make the shot, make everything look a little easier as we use the spins a lot. And that's what you want to do. Keep using the spins, keep your stick level, bend your knees. We'll roll this in. A little bit of right. Get a little bit of angle on that 9. See how he got just a little angle? Beautiful. Now he'll put straight top. This is an example of using the cushions. There's a lot of players would have drawn out of this. Straight top, straight back down the table for the 10. They don't like using the cushions, and one day it'll catch up to them. You want to learn to use the cushions. That's the best way to play this game, I promise you. Little right bottom, draw it. He'll draw this just a little so it doesn't roll off or skid. 4-2, Shane Van Boening. Pagulayan breaking, right middle for the table. Again, nope, he made one. He's got a tricky shot on the 1. He's got an easy bank. Kind of a tough cut for the corner. This is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. Could bank this right in. And then the 3's hanging in the pocket, see? So that's a good option because, that's a good shot because the 3's right there. And he can play rail first to get the 3 around the 7. Bank it in. Straight ball. He won't put any spin on this. Oh, it's amazing. It hit the point. And he got a good break. Yeah, you practice those banks all the time, and then you miss them by a fraction in the match. Yeah, he didn't have to put nothing on that. It was just a straight ball bank. I'm surprised he missed it. Shane's got a piece of it. He's going to try to thin it and create something. Wow, he's trying to cut it on the 3. Not a bad play. Ooh, he's sold out. Pagulayan will probably shoot this real slow so that he can control the cue ball and the 1 ball. If he shoots it hard, he can't do it. Very well executed. Look how good he hit that shot. He's so crafty at so many shots. He really is. A lot of shots he's really, really crafty at. He'll put just a little bit of right and come straight down the table and play the 4 in the corner. Or come back and play on the side. No, he played that exactly the way I would have. Got a little bit of an angle that he didn't want, though. But he can still kill the cue ball right there. But that limits his chances of creating something on that 5 to get back further closer. He wants to get closer to the 7. That's the whole issue here. But now he's just got to kill this or draw over behind the 8. There you go. Go 2 rails. That's why he wanted to get closer to that 7. He'll put a lot of spin on this and go 2 rails between the 9 and the 8. So he can get closer to the 7. And there's a good example for you amateurs too and you weekend players. How he did that right there. It still landed funny though. Pool's such a great game, ain't it, huh? I've never seen a game like pool. I play it 5 hours every day. It's crazy. Rotation. Every day. 5 hours a day. Just, I can't get enough. I love practicing pool. It's the funnest thing in the world. He might just draw back a little bit and kind of stay right there. Because that 9 ball is like a bowling ball sitting there. He can't go forward because... This is tricky. He might draw all the way out of it, back down the table. Nope, he went. That's the right shot right there because you put a lot of spin on it. Good shot, Alex. See right there how he figured it out. That was a really tricky situation right there. He had to be careful in, or he's going to draw that ball. He put right top on this, or he'll draw back and play a 9 on the side with right bottom. That makes it an easier escape there. Right bottom, draw over, or he'll roll it in with right. Roll it in with right. Now left top, roll in. Always put a little bit of spin on these shots. Everybody, a little bit. See how he put a little bit of left on it? It's a big swing here. Shane's handed them a few games. Shane breaking from the little bit of the left middle. He's made a good break. He's got a shot. It's still a tricky out, though. These outs are really tough, I'll tell you, off these first shots. This is an easy safety if he wants it, I think. Just the 2 sitting tough for making the 1. 2's down here by the 8. This is really tricky. He can draw it, just barely draw it, 2 rails, and beat the 3 to get on the 2. Nope. I can't believe he shot that ball that hard. He could never do that. He's very fortunate it bounced down here like that. And now he's got a shot to play the 8 in the side or something. It was a little bit of a lucky shot, the way he shot that. Because he had no idea that was going to happen. This don't look that hard either. The only thing is controlling the 2 ball. That's his biggest concern after pocketing this ball. It's like if you just throw a little bit of right on it, right bottom, it would just make it. It would cut the 2 just enough to make the 8. The 2's going to go flying towards the 3, and it might hit the 4 or the 6, or he's going to shoot it slow and do something. He's going to roll it. I see what he's going to do now, maybe. He's going to roll it real easy with a little bit of right. He may come off with something like that. I don't know. It's always tricky when you're playing combinations that are off angle like this, because you're not sure where your next shot's going to be. You never can be. Especially if you're hitting them with any speed. Sometimes you know where they're going. The 2's going to go towards the corner. Good shot. That ain't bad at all. I must admit, that's a good shot. Glad I called that there at the last. 2 ball towards the corner. Now he'll draw back and play a 3 in the same corner. I'll put left top and come roll down between the 6 and the 9. Left top. Now he'll draw back just a little bit. He wants a little angle on that 6, so he can go 2 rails. Draw back just a little. That's all right, too. He'll just draw back past the 9 now, or follow off the bottom rail. He's going to draw. No, he's going to stop. That's okay, too. And take a little longer shot. A lot of guys won't do that. Take this longer shot. They'll try to get out of that. Now he'll just roll this and go 2 rails and shoot the 9 in the side, or he'll draw around. He may stun it around, too. He just rolled it. 2 rails and shoot the 9 in the side. Came up a little short. He'll go all the way around now, I think. Put a lot of left top, or shoot slow and stay there. No, left top. All the way around the table. Good shot. He hit that well. Good speed. Now he'll hit just below center with left, and he'll stun the ball and go 2 rows. He'll just draw it just a little. And just go 2 rails and out. Like that. Gotta be careful on them shots. They'll skid on you and you'll miss them. That's why you want to stun them and go 2 rails. Be aggressive on them, kind of. 5-3, Van Boening leads. Pagulayan to break right middle. Hitting the 1 kind of head on. 1 ball's going. Get a shot. He needs a shot. And he's got one. Yes, he does. He can make the 2 ball in the corner, and the cue ball will just pinball right off the 10 and the 7 back for the side, maybe. For the 3. Or it'll stay right there for the corner. This is a promising shot. All he's got to do is he's looking at maybe the 10 ball might be dead off the 7. But I don't know if that shot's got a future because the cue ball's going the wrong way too, towards that pocket. And he'd have to draw the heck out of it if he was going to shoot that shot. He needs to concentrate on just making the 2 ball. With a lot of left bottom. Nice and smooth. He's got to cut this a lot. Or you'll hit it short. It's a weird shot. Good shot. That was well done. But this next one's going to be challenging for him, I'll tell you that. He's got to jack up. He's got to shoot over the 10 lightly. He's got plenty of cue ball space between the 10 and the cue ball. But still, anytime you're jacking the cue up like this, the shot magnifies. It gets a little bit harder. Then he's got to touch draw it. He may go forward, though. And that's what he's doing. That's the safer shot, is to go forward. I'll promise you. That was well done. But I never did think he could get position, and he barely did. And he had to cheat that ball in the pocket or something to get it. Now he'll put a little bit straight top. He'll come all the way back out and shoot the 5 on our right here in the corner. Good shot. He's an aggressive player at times. I like the way he plays. He'll put a lot of bottom on this and kill it. He's going to hit this one kind of hard because he wants the cue ball to stop and go nowhere. Good shot. Good control. It's nice to see the cue ball with the control on it, isn't it? He'll just stop right there, and that gives him a perfect angle for the 7 to go to the 8. It's getting closer to Van Boening. This will be 5-4. We can get this rack. Right bottom. Come over. He'll put right middle, just below center, and he'll either stop it or hit it hard and go to the rail. Hit it hard. He plays a lot like I do. A lot of shots. Now he'll just draw off a little. Like that. He's got a nice cue ball. Tell you that, man. Never dispute his cue ball. That's for sure. Left middle and just stun it and go to the bottom rail. Don't let those balls, when you shoot these 10 balls or 9 balls, there's no way to shoot every one of them. 5-4, Van Boening leaves right middle, breaking. 5 ball goes down in the side, and they're dressing up like a birthday boy here. He's got it. This is an easy rack. It's just going to kill the 2 ball right there. How sweet is this break? Now just stun back with a lot of left. just below center with left. Hit it hard, stun back. Now he'll just draw back a little. It's like curtains. This rack. That's for sure. Unless he's going to follow down and play the 6 on the side. That's what he did. Change up. Now he'll draw over and go 2 rails on the 7. Now he's going to draw back. I don't understand that. He didn't want to land there. He wanted a little more angle where he could follow, I think. But he'll just draw straight back. It still isn't going to give him any problem, probably. But he'll just roll forward a little angle where you can go 2 rails with the cue ball to the 10 ball. But high left, go 2 rails. 1, 2 to the 10. This is going to be a 6-4 lead for Boening. He'll just stun this or draw it. Stun it. 2 rails, right bottom. 6-4, Boening leads. Pagulayan to break, right middle. Just off center, just a hair. Hitting them with probably a little bit of right middle, I'd say, just a fraction. Just below center he hit those. And he hit them good, I'll tell you that. He made 2 on the break, and he's got a shot on the 1. It's tricky. He just got to put right top and go 2 rails and come back and fit the cue ball between the 6 and the 4. It's a risky shot, but just be aggressive and it'll come off the way you want it. Got to make a full commitment. He was looking at something else, but I don't know what else there is. I don't see but one shot. Oh, he's going to go over there and make sure he doesn't screw it up. That was a good shot. I'll agree. That was aggressive there. He made sure that he couldn't get snookered the way he shot that shot. I like that. That was a nice shot. Instead of taking the chance of fitting it between the 4 and the 6. He took that out of play. Here, he'll just draw back a little bit, I think, and play the 4 where he's at. Now he'll go forward or draw back, either one. I like going forward on these shots. They're harder, but they land you better. He'll just go 2 rails and shoot the 5 in the side, or he'll land for the corner. Either one. He wanted to get a little bit further than that. That's why I like shooting that shot with an open hand, with a closed bridge, because you get a little more power on it. And he shot it with an open bridge, and he didn't get as much power. But I think he can just shoot it right in the side and stop right there for the 6. Or shoot it in the corner. Yep, shot it in the corner. Gotta always cover yourself, don't you, in this game? Pool's a difficult game to commentate. There's so much going on. Guy can trick you at any moment, just like that. Little right bottom, draw back. Aim thick on the ball. Always aim thick on the object ball. For you viewers out there that are trying to learn how to play. Left bottom. You aim thick on this and just left bottom and throw it in. See how he threw the ball in the hole? There you go. Now stop right there. He's still just staying right on Boening's hills, which is good. He doesn't want to get too far away. Stun that a little bit and bounce off. Now a little bit of left bottom, or he can just roll it in, either one. Draw, there you go. Boening to break, leading 6-5.
That was fun.
Another perfect break. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, if I broke like that, that would play pretty good too. He'll just put right and draw out and play the two in the same corner. Ooh, he didn't hit it hard enough. That's a little bit of a mistake. You know why he just didn't be aggressive and come on out down the table a little bit? There's no way he could mess up the out once he got out there. You just try to play too cute. That's a lot of times. He'll put a lot of inside on this. No, he's drawing it with left. He's going to go to the side rail and just bounce off like that. Take a long shot. That was a smart shot. This one's a little bit tricky. He's got to kill it right there or draw back between the 8 and the 9, which is a lot harder shot. He can kill it right there and shoot right between the 6 and the 8 to get the 4 or draw back. I knew that. Oh man, and he lost a cue ball. I told you that was going to be a tricky shot all along. He was indecisive. He wanted to draw back and assure that he gets on it. I got a little weak there. Now he's jumping. He'll either make it or get safe or leave a shot. There it is. I hate that cue. The luckiest stick in the world. He can't make it. He can see the edge of it just enough to scratch on the side. What a lucky stick. That's a shot it leaves you. A shot where only you can see the edge of the ball and you can scratch on the side. It's a shot. That's the only kind of shot it leaves you. What a creepy cue. He made a mistake, snookered himself, and now he's gotten out of it. Got a chance to get out of it. He's got a kick at this. Even though he can see it, it's irrelevant. It won't help him. He'll kick it kind of medium, or he'll kick it hard and try to make it. And he did kick it hard and try to make it. I thought he almost banked it in, the old kick bank. Made that one a few times. Banks in the corner. Here's a shot I used to be so good at. Every time I shot this shot for years, I made it. Go 3 rails, get on the 6. I bet I got out from here for years. I used to get out from here every time. Now it's like guessing. I can still come with this shot, but I might miss it too. Anybody can miss this shot. He's going to go 3 rails with a right spin, unless he's drawing it. No, he's going 3 rails, just like I said. Wow, he hit it too good. He really did. I think he's surprised how good he hit that. It looks like he can barely cut it in and go pinballing back and forth across the table. But he's got to land over here, obviously, where he's at. He got a shot. Like that. Oh, he hit that good. That was a good shot. Gorgeous. Now he'll draw back, straight back, or stun to the rail and play the 8 in the same corner. Stun to the rail. He watched me. He studied my game a lot, so he knows how to. He knows a little bit of what I know. He'll either stun 2 rails or draw 1 rail like that. I don't like that shot right there because it lands you like that. And when he gets a little older, he'll stop shooting that one like that. He'll just draw back now a little bit. And you underhit these because you don't want to draw back too far. But he hit that one great. That's really a good drawback for that particular shot. He'll just draw 2 rails. I like this angle they're showing us here. Left bottom, he'll just draw 2 rails like that. And that makes it 7-5. Van Boening lead. Pagulayan to break from the middle. Right. Makes the 8 ball on the side. 4 ball needs to stop. He's got a shot. That's a tough out, I'll tell you that. He's going to have to go 2. Cut the 1 ball and go up and down the table and play a combination on the 3. If he can make the 1, he's looking at that now. I think he can make it. Clearly, looks like. Or he can put a little spin on it and go toward the 2 ball and try to create something. That's not a bad play. But it does make this shot a little harder when you spin it. These severe cut shots when you're leaning off angle with your body like that. He may draw it too, I don't know, but it looks like he's hitting high left. He's going to try to go into, no, I knew he might draw it too. He's not going to like that now. Wow. I thought he should have followed into it somehow instead of drawn into it. He's just going to kick this. He's going to kick this slow and try to make a 3 or kick it hard. That's a good leave, I'll tell you that. You couldn't leave that any better. I mean, if the guy can see it. I guess he still does have a swing at it for the bank. But with that cube, that 3 ball is disturbing him a little bit. That'll make this bank a little bit harder. It's already a hard shot. One of the harder bank shots. He's looking to cut it. Wow. I guess it's cuttable. It's not a scratch. I thought it was sitting where it was a dead scratch, but I guess it's not. Oh, he's got plenty of cue ball. That's not bad, dude. I didn't know he could cue it that well. You put a little bit of right on it and just roll it in. Hopefully it comes off where he gets a shot. I overcut it. That's a weird shot. I miss that shot a lot more now than I used to. That's for sure. Those shots are getting weirder. And they never have been normal, any of those shots, when you've kind of got a ball next to the cue ball and you got a roll a ball that's got a lot of angle like that, just past the side, and you're cutting it severely down the rails. They're even harder, I think, when the ball's on the cushion. He's just got to play safe here somehow. He's trying to figure out the best place to get him and not leave him a shot or to hit it at least. It looks like he could just bank the 2 ball towards the 10 somehow. In between the 9 and the 10, he bank it 1 rail between the 9 and the 10, and it slows down, and then let the cue ball go behind the 5, 7, 9. That's the only shot I see. He could thin the 2 and come towards the 3 and try to lock him up real good, but there's a scratch there. It's there. And he did that. And he wound up letting him have a shot. It was always going to be a hard shot to do that. I still like the other shot, knocking the 2 to the middle of the table and using the 5, 7, 9. But that shot was still tricky, I'll tell you. Oh, this one. You want to just shoot the 2 into the bottom rail. Let it go over to the side rail about the middle diamond, and let the cue ball come back and use the 7 and the 4 as a blocker. Or you can hit it hard and let it come underneath the 6 and use the 5 and the 7 and all that. He looks like he's going for it or something, though. And he did. Good shot. Wow. He figured that he couldn't, even if he missed it, there might be a safety. So, good shot, Shane. Very good. Got to know when to be aggressive. That's what he did there. Now, he'll put a lot of right bottom and just draw off and play the 4 straight in the corner down there. He should. I don't see anything else he would do. Just a lot of bottom on this. Just kill it. Oh, he came over for the other corner. That's okay. He figured if he underhit it, he would have that corner, and if he overhit it, he would have the other corner. Good shot. He'd rather be straight in, though. But right bottom, a lot of right bottom here, he'll just kill it. Good shot. He'll just draw back a little. Well, he's changed his stroke a little bit, I think. He pulls back quicker than he used to when I first met him, seems like. It's going to get him one day. Left top. Or he'll draw it a little. He's just going to... Oh, he landed funny. The 7's in his way a little. He's just going to let it skid and draw it or something. Draw it like that. That was a funny shot all the time. Yeah, he had to do that, though. Because if he rolled it, it might have got away from him. He's just going to shoot it in the corner and go 3 rails for the 9. This shot can be missed because you got to hit it with a middle ball. He doesn't want to draw it because he doesn't want it to go 3 rails and hit the 10. He wants it to come off where it can go 3 rails and get out for the side. That's what you're thinking about on this shot. Unless he can just kill it in the middle of the table and go nowhere. Yeah, like I said, he had to make sure and hit it in the middle of the ball. That's what he was worried about and wanted to make sure and do. He hit that great. Great player. He's got a lot of shots. He would do well in placement pool. Shoot and stop. So would Pagulayan. They got a lot of cue ball. A lot of these guys can't play the whole cue ball. Shane Van Boening leads 8-5, breaking from the right middle. Another good break. The 5 ball went in, side pocket. 8 ball in the side pocket. Straight in the corner. That's a paragraph that I don't know. 2 balls on the break, straight in, and a nice easy pattern. I can't break the balls right anymore. He'll put right top and go 2 rails, get out in the middle of the table and shoot the 2 over there in the left corner. The placement pulls the game. You got to make the player play against himself. You got to make him play the table and play against himself. And then we'll see who's the best player. He's overhit this. He didn't throw enough spin on that ball. That's what he lacked on that shot. So, but that's easy to say from this chair. But he's put himself in a tough predicament here. He's just going to kick across the table. He'll probably kick it hard. I don't see no future in hitting it easy. Good shot. He put some distance between it, and that's good. Pagulayan's got to make a good shot, at least. I don't have that trait anymore. When I get in trouble, when I kick, I still kick well. It don't seem like I have the luck anymore. Little lucky things used to happen for you. These shots get a little harder as you get older too. This particular shot, he wants to roll it in with a little bit of right and just bounce off the side rail. You start hitting these thick and overcutting them. Boy, you hit that one nice. Good shot. He's getting a little age on him too. Pagulayan. It's got to be 40 something at least. 41 or 2. This is a little bit older. He's going to put right bottom and draw over, I think, or follow. He'll just draw over and take a little. See how he took a little tougher shot on the 4? Because he doesn't need an easy shot on the 4. He can just make it, go back and forth, and the 6 is right there. He'll put straight top on this and just go back and forth. Real high on the cue ball, you want to hit on these shots. That's the way I shoot them. I see a lot of these guys, he hits a little higher on the ball like I do when he rolls the ball. A lot of these guys hit in the middle more, or even below center, looks like to me. It's almost like they're sliding the cue ball. He'll draw this just a little with right. So he gets a little angle going out towards the middle of the table so he can get an angle on that 9 ball. He might go all the way down to the bottom rail and come back. I can't tell. If he's laying just right, he'll just draw over and create an angle for the angle to the 10 ball off the 9. He's rolling it. He's going to go all the way to the bottom rail. He'll put just a little bit of right. Just a little bit so that it checks off and comes towards the 9 ball. Like that. Just to see that? A little bit. Now he'll hit just below center with left, and he'll pop the ball. Just pop it like that. See him pop it? Learn that pop shot, you guys out there. Now this is left bottom, and just kill it right there. For left bottom. Off the rail. Boening leads 8-6. Pagulayan to break. Right middle of the table. Looks like the ball's going 4 rails. It did. He's got a shot. These guys are living good, I'll tell you that. Look at that shot. Those two, the 8 and the 6, would have swallowed that one up for me. They open like the Red Sea for him. This is an easy out, really. He'll just draw with right bottom off the side rail and come to the back to the middle of the table, in the middle of the sides. A little angle for the 2. He'll put left top. He'll go back to the middle. Shoot the 3 down there at the left top corner. It's easy to see. See how easy it is once they give you the right view of it? It's amazing. It really is. Put right bottom. I wish they would stay right there for the whole round. You could really see what I'm talking about. Right bottom. There you go. Back to the middle, just between the sides. Perfect, right where I said. Now he'll put a little bit of left top. Now you can't see nothing. It's actually it's blurrier on this one too. But it's actually not bad filming, I will say. It's better than some of them. Left top. Back to the middle, just past the spot, right near the spot. Oh, he hit it harder than I thought he would. That's all right. He wants to play for the side. Now he'll put a lot of left top and spin off and play the 5 in the side, or he'll play the 5 in the corner. No, he'll play it in the side, left top. Got to call 2 or 3 different ways, that's for sure. If he's all right, if he's good enough, he should spin over a little with right. Or he'll put a lot of right and spin off the rail. I can see he's got a little angle like that. Because he wanted to get out a little bit like that. He didn't want to stay close to that rail. So you guys out there, you weekend players and avid players, get that cue ball off the rail more on these little shots. You know, he'll put just below center with the right. and he'll stun it. Nice and smooth, and just bounce off like that. Let the spin do the work. See how that ball went end over end right away? And it didn't leave him the correct angle. That proves the table's a little bit wet. He would have a better angle than this. The cue ball would be to the right a little bit if the table was drier. So it gave you a good indication right there what I'm talking about, how the spin flew off the ball. Now he's got to draw back and play the 8 where he is. He's going to lightly draw back. He actually had to play a harder way to get out because the cue ball came off the rail funny. Now this shot can be missed too. It's a funny shot. He can either draw it to the 2 rails to the side or come straight down the table. 2 rails, there you go. That's the safer shot. That one won't skid as much as rolling it. Now he'll draw this one. He'll play the 10 in the same pocket because he doesn't want the ball to skid or do anything funny. That's why he's going to do that. Play it like this with right bottom. And he'll stun this with right bottom and go 2 rails. He'll just draw it. 2 rails like that. I like the way he swings with his spin and moves his body. Like Drago. 8-7, Shane's breaking. 2 balls on the break. 3, 4, and got almost a dead man shot. That's one of the best breaks I've ever seen. Reminds me of Wade Crane, Billy Johnson, the guy that broke so good he had 2 names. That was some break right there. And he got a really tricky shot, but it's still doable. All he's got to do is roll it in with straight top. Cue ball go right past the 8, and he's out. Straight top. He doesn't want to put any spin on this. That makes it harder if he spins it. Beautiful. Hit that. Gorgeous. Got a tricky roll, but he's all right. He's just right where just enough where he can cue the cue ball good. He'll put a little bit of right and just stun to the rail and stay right there. Because he doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball because the 4 is hanging in the hole. He'll just roll this in with right. He'll play the 7 on our left here, the left corner. He'll go around the 7 with right top. Nice and smooth. He'll just flick a little bit of spin on the middle of the ball. Do you see that? And it just brings it right where you want it. So you guys out there, just flick a little spin on the middle of the ball usually. Yeah, he'll stun over for the side or draw back for the corner. Yep, just roll over for the side. And he'll just stop right there or roll it in. Yeah, he's just going to stop with bottom. Looks like he's just walking the dog or something. Left bottom, stun over. 9-7, Shane leads. Van Boening leads. Pagulayan to break. Right middle. Just off center slightly. Hitting them with just below center. Probably. With a little bit of right. Not much. A fraction. Maybe not even the fraction. I can't even see the right he's putting on it, maybe. Hardly. There's no rotation in the cue ball. But these guys are breaking well and they're playing well. I will say that. I'm impressed. Is he going to draw straight back? And yep, that's a nice shot. I guess he had to because he didn't want to roll near the rail down there. He wanted to get out here where he had a good look at it. He hit that with a flat ball for you guys watching. He didn't put any spin on it. You notice it didn't spin at all. And you have to aim. As a righty, you would have to aim on the left side of the ball a little bit to do that, to hit it flat. And as a lefty, you would aim a little bit on the right side of the ball to get a flat ball. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't even know if I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I just finished running. 5 miles on the treadmill. And sometimes I'm a little, I think the endorphins get to me. No, just kidding. I think I do a better job after I run. He's going to stun this ball with middle. He'll just pop it like, see that? Move over perfect. I like exercising and commentating. I think you do a better job because you feel good and the endorphins are kicking in. He'll follow this down past the 6 or bump the 6. And that was a real smart shot to run into it and bump it down. Now you don't have to deal with it. Just knock the 5 in and the 6 is right there. Real intelligent shot he just shot right there. So pay attention to some of these little shots these guys pull off. That was the right shot all day. He'll put a lot of right on this and just spin over real lightly. He's going to play for the side, I think, with the 8. No, he spun out. That's a good shot, too. Spun out and played an 8 in the corner and a 9 in the right corner. He'll put left bottom on this. Just stun it a rail lightly. He'll put bottom on this and just stop. This is the greatest angle in the world right here. If they would just stay right there, I would really know what I'm doing, I think. A lot better. But 9-8. He's pulling closer and closer. He's staying right on his coattail. Shane's breaking right middle. Cue ball got smacked that time. Might have saved Pagulayan something. Might have saved him. Just that little hit he got. Because this made this a lot trickier. It really isn't, though, really. He'll just put a lot of left bottom. This is a great player. He thrives on a shot like this. Great players. A lot of left bottom, and he'll just drag the ball and spin it lightly. 2 rails for that 2 ball on the side rail over there. Beautiful. How good he hit that. That's a shot I used to never miss, for sure. And I'd never miss position on it. The only problem here is he's got to draw back. He can't go forward, I don't think. This is a really hard shot for me. Even a long time ago, this might have been a hard shot. That point always bothered me. He's got to put a lot of right bottom, draw back, maybe hit the 8. He needed to hit the 8. Unless this ball's dead. But he can still cut the I knew he was never going to control that. He can cut it in the corner. Unless the 4 ball, and see from this angle, I can't tell. It looks pretty good, really. A combination. Maybe he knew that all along. I didn't know because I never got a pan in on it. Or he's got to cut it in the corner, but he looks like he's playing a combination. Or he's cutting it in with right bottom. 3. Yeah, with right bottom. Good shot. He hit that great. That's a great player's shot, too, right there. That shot. So he's made a couple of shots in this game that just really show what a great shot maker he is. He's going to stun over, roll over. Now he'll stop right there or roll forward and get a little angle. A lot of the guys will get where they can draw back on this. This one's kind of close. It probably won't hurt. See, man, he's going to draw back on this one because it didn't hurt to do it right there. It was easy to do. Draw down the middle, stun down the middle. He still likes going 2 rails. A lot of guys will draw down and then draw back down. Yeah. He did that right. He just stunned over and go 2 rails. Straight top. He still cues a little bit lower than I do. One day that little move with his pullback is going to start disturbing him. I don't know when. Just little things. I'll have to work on that. And I don't like the pullback. It's a little jerky. But this has been a while ago. Well, he's corrected. Left bottom, and he'll just stun 2 rails. Yep. This is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. Shane leads 10-8. Pagulayan breaking, right middle. God, did you see that ball wiggle? It didn't go. Better hope this one goes. It went in. Thank God the ball went 4 rails. But anyway, Shane leads 10-8. Pagulayan just broke. He made a ball. He's got a funny shot. He's got to hit it with a lot of right and real slow. He'll kind of hit it on the middle. This shot's tricky. You can hang it up real easy and come over and play the 3 in the left corner there. Unless he's going to do something else. I can't believe he went that way. That was the hardest. The other shot was just too hard. That's why he would try to get for the 3 down here. I thought he would come back between the 3 and the 4 and shoot the 3 in the other corner down there. This is a tricky shot. This one, you really got to commit yourself. Don't second guess it. He's going to play safe. Oh, good shot. Made it. That's what he's supposed to do. Good shot. Now you can just stun this 2 rails and play the combination on the 9. Or go ahead and stun it 2 rails and get on the 5 for the corner. He's going to roll it in somehow and go 1 rail or 2 rails. 1 rail, get for the 9, like I said. That's what I thought he would do. This is still tricky because he's got to watch out what the 5 does. He'll probably let it roll off and play the 5 in the corner. No, good. He let it stay there and play it in the side. He could have did either thing. Either way there, I think. This is still... He's going to roll down and get between the 8 and the 10. That's tricky too. No. He's going to stun it and just lightly draw it to the middle diamond there almost. And let it bounce off. Right there, like that. Get a little angle on the 6. He underhit that a little. I thought for a minute he had totally decelerated on it. He did decelerate on it just a little bit. He'll put a little bit of right top, just a little bit, go to the bottom rail, come back, get to the middle of the table and shoot the 7 down here on his right corner. Perfect. This is still a good match, even though he's behind. He's keeping the pressure on Shane. He'll just stop right there or draw off and play this 8 in the same corner. Stop right there. He'll stun over. He'll roll it like... No, he just rolled it. He didn't have to stun it. He did a little bit, look like. He'll just pop this one with bottom and stop. 10-9. Van Boening leads. Van Boeing's breaking from the middle. Right middle. Wow. He didn't get one in at first, and then one wiggled in at the last moment. This shows what a great breaker he is. He gets to the last. He hits them hard enough to get a little more action so that he gets that last roll here or there. I used to have that trait. Now I don't have it anymore. Too old. He'll just stun or draw past the 6. Stun right between them. That's what I thought he would do. That's what it looked like he had to do on the screen. If they gave me that other angle, I'd have known for sure. Now he's going to roll with right top or just straight top, and he wants a little bit of angle on this cut for the 6. He doesn't want to get straight. He'll just go right to the middle of the table. Probably just a little bit of right top, just a little bit, just like that. Just a little angle where he can bounce off and get right between the 5 and the 9. He'll put a little right top on this. Bounce right between them, 5 and the 9. Looks like he landed a little bit funny. He's going to have to stun over. He's going to have to hit it real hard with a little bit of left. That'll make the cue ball move over to the rail where he can shoot the 5 in the side. Or he's going to play the combination on the that's the 7 ball, the 8 ball down there. Right now, I can't hardly see it. It must be sitting where it's a gimme. That's all I know. I guess he'll make both of them, probably. Nope, just one. All right, a little left top. Bounce off. Maybe just straight top. He wants a little bit of angle going towards the 9. Shooting the 6 on the side. He might have to put a little right top on it, actually. Well, he cues low and then comes up on the ball. You see that? A lot of them guys do that today. Cue low and they come up. Now he'll stun this down or he'll roll it. Can't tell how it's laying. He just rolled it. Rolled to the rail. He'll jack up and just stop. Jack up a little. Just stop right there. And then stop again. For 11-9 lead. Shane's kept the pressure on too. It's been a really offensive match for 10 ball. Pagulayan breaking from the right middle just slightly. Uh-oh. Nope. He didn't make anything. And the ball's tangled up like a jigsaw puzzle. Shane's just going to thin the 1. Move 2 rails behind the... Might try to go between the 6 and the 7. With a lot of right bottom. That's the right shot, I think. But you never know in pool. There's so many different ways to play shots. You don't know if you're calling the right shot or not. And I still don't know if I'm any good at this. But just keep trying. Maybe I'll get better. It was a hard game. Put a little bit of right on it. Something. Looks like they put opposite spin on it. Hey, I think he did. Either way, he was going to do that. Good shot. Now he's got a kick. Just past the side. He'll hit it high. He'll try to hit the right side of the 1. You always miss that when you try to get too cute with that kick. I'm surprised he missed a kick. He kicked so good. He wouldn't miss that kick on me. I'm not just kidding. Shane could play safe again. That's probably the right shot. Is just knock the 1 ball down table and put him behind the 10 and the 5. Guarantee you that's the right shot. Instead of trying to come down here and... Unless he can get right where he can make the 4. I think that's what he's looking at. No. He's trying to make the 2 off the 4? I don't know. I don't know. I'd say there's an easy. Back in the old days, I would try to break them out. I could break these balls out. Shane could too. I see a way to break them out. I would go for it. I'd just warp. I'd beam me up Scotty. I'd put something on it. Put one of those beam me up Scotty strokes on it. And I'd run right into them with spin, knocking them around like marbles. Nah, just kidding. I don't know. I like going for some shots. These players like they like playing the most simple way. Of course, I like playing simple too. I like going for shots here and there that you shouldn't go for, really. He's going to try to play the 2 off the 4. There you go. That's what that shot would never go. Huh? He should have done what I said. He should have played the safe, wedged him up behind the 10, banked the 1 down the table, and get a ball in hand down here and play a combination on the 4 ball. It's a funny game. Pool's a hard game. It's the hardest game I've ever played. A little bit of right top on that one. And he'll put a little bit of left top on this. Back near the spot there is where he wants to be. Just shoot the 4 in the corner. He put just a little. He might try something else though. I would just roll it in with left top like that. There you go. That's perfect. He's going to roll forward. It looks like he can roll forward and shoot the 5 in the right corner down there. Now he'll draw straight back. He'll either draw back for the corner, and if he draws a little too far, he's got the side. I still say placement pool is the best game. I play it every day. You got to make a player play against himself. I want to see that so badly. He'll just roll this in with straight top. Or stun it right there. Now he'll stun again. Or just roll it in. It's safer to stun these shots. That way they can't roll off. You amateurs have to learn how to stun the ball. See how he did that? Stunned right over. Those shots are vital, especially in placement pool. I think you got to be in better condition to play placement pool because you're not playing against all the luck and stuff. It's all you're playing against yourself. Draw back a little bit there. He drew all the way back. Make sure he gets back where he gets a clear shot. Shoot this real slow. It's going to be 11-10. He's creeping closer still. All the way it's been like this. Right top, I'll just roll it in. A little bit of right. 11-10. Van Boeing breaking. Perfect break looks like. Wow. It's hard to get beat breaking the balls like that. Oh yeah. But I did one time. I was playing F and I broke the balls perfect every rack and I lost because it didn't get out. I'll never forget that match. I walked away saying to myself, geez, I never broke the balls that good in my life and I didn't win a rack. I was playing terrible that day. I don't know what was wrong with me. He'll put a lot of right and draw back or a lot of left and spin around 3 rails like that. That was a good shot. It was the right way to play that. It was the safest way. Even though it looked difficult. This shot's still hard to get on, though. He needs to draw straight back. I mean, just dead straight back between the 9 and the 8. This is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. Just going to draw straight back. Draw around the rails 3. And draw over. Wow, that was really difficult to do. Try. Now, he's got a really, really tough shot right here. I wish everybody had this shot every time they shot. This will check your guts for sure. He's going to hit it with a flat ball. He's got to be aggressive to get on the other side of that 4 ball and shoot the 4, same pocket as the 3. See, he let up on it a little, but he got there. He still hit that kind of cowardly. I'd have made it go all the way down to the bottom rail. Not just kidding. But I think placement pools should be on the 5x10, where you got to have longer, tougher shots. There's got to be some game we can play where we look better. It's going to put a lot of. You're going to put straight ball on it, go back and forth. Wow, it looked like it dove a little bit, curved or something, and bumped into the 6. But he doesn't have a hard shot. He just banked this in, stopped right there. It's a gimme. I don't know what he's worried about. I don't think he's going to cut this ball. If he does, I'll be surprised. I thought he could just bank it right in. He's going to cut it in and come across somehow and get to the side. Yeah, right for the side or the corner. The easiest shot here is just to roll the ball in the corner. I don't care how many times you shoot this shot. I've had it thousands of times probably, this shot. People don't like rolling certain shots. They'd rather shoot them in the opposite pocket. But he's going to roll this one in. It's the right shot. Just roll it in like that. I like those shots. You got to do a lot of that in placement pool. Rolling balls real nice. With spins, too. He'll just stun to the rail and play the 9 in the side pocket. A lot of left bottom on this one. Oh, he missed that ball. That ball should have never went. Right there's a good example. We don't have things set up right. When a guy misses, the ball's got to hang up. There's something wrong with it. We got to heat the table or something, jack the pockets up. He got a good roll there. Tell you the truth, it could have came back and froze right on it. He missed that 8 ball. It went right into the side rail at a severe angle. That ball's never supposed to go in like that. But they do on these diamonds, they seem to do it. No, a lot of tables do it. He's just going to roll this with straight top. This ball might skid or do anything weird. And it didn't. Good shot. That's a weird shot. It can skid real easy. 12-10. Pagulayan break. Van Boening leads 12-10. Pagulayan breaking right middle. Just slightly. That was a good break. One's going in the corner. So he's got a lot tougher out this time. Wowzers. This is a really gut-wrenching shot here. He needs to just draw back a little. It's sitting kind of funny. It's like it might draw right in the side. And then he's got to either stun it real hard or it's really a funny shot. Looks like to me. And you can see how he's kind of perplexed over it because he knows. He just needs to get right there where he just, but it's not easy to do because he doesn't have the rail. It's hard to use the rail because the ball's not got enough angle. Maybe he'll just draw slightly back. Yeah, like that. That's all he could do. He could never get that ball anywhere else unless he drew it all the way back down the table and bounced off the rail down there. That was a good shot. Now here's a shot right here that can get tricky with anyone too. Especially as you get a little older. These shots, he's at the right age to miss this one. He's got to put right top. I'd be aggressive and go all the way across and hit the other rail. 2 rails. Good shot. Very good. Like that. That's the best way to shoot that shot, is to be aggressive. Now he's going to shoot and just kill the ball right there. He'll aim thick on the 4 ball, and he'll put left on it, and that's what'll kill it, and it won't move very far, even though it has a little angle. This is a shot the amateur players and the avid players, weekend players out there are not shooting correctly. You want to aim thick on the ball and then put left on it. And then that'll throw it in and the ball will stick right there and it won't move very far. That's what he wants it to do. See how he did that? Now he'll put a little bit, he might put right on it and go 1 rail back down the table. Or he might put some right on it and go 2 rails to get to the 6. And he's going to shoot the 6 in the left corner here where he's at. He did. He put left and went 2 rails. Cool. That's the way I would have played it, I think. Of course, you never know because you got to be right down there playing. No matter what you do. He'll roll forward and probably bump the 10, or just miss it and bounce off. Yeah, I didn't know if you could. They would have showed me that angle right there in the beginning. I would have known. That's perfect where he got now. He needed to be there. He'll draw straight back and play the 8 in the same corner. That made it so easy that he got where he got on that ball. That's for sure. Now he'll shoot straight top, come down and play it in the side pocket. You want to be a little aggressive on that shot right there. And that's what makes the cue ball. A lot of people will come up short on that shot. Now he's going to put straight top where he'll draw it 2 rails. It's like he was going to draw 2 rails just lightly and go 2 rails and shoot the 10 on our left, in the left corner here. Draw it 2 rails like that. Now the 10 ball. This gives us a good angle. He'll stun it and draw it just slightly with left bottom. You can see how he's hitting left just below center. 2 rails like that. Always shoot those like that, you're amateurs. All right, 12-11. Shane Van Boening leads. Breaking from right center, just right center. It's like another perfect break. And it is. And it looks like curtains to me. This has been a good match. It's been a very offensive match, I'll tell you that. for 10 ball. It's one of the most offensive matches I've seen in a long time for 10 ball. I'm starting to think it's easier than 9 ball. He'll just roll this in lightly with left top, and he'll go 2 rails. He wants to bounce off a little bit over there, but not too much. He'll hit it right on the middle with some spin. Oh, he didn't go all the way over. That was better that he didn't go to the rail. That's fine right there. He'll just roll this with right top with a lot of right. He's going to shoot the 4 down there in the other corner. He hit that poorly, though, a little bit because he overcut it. He actually missed that ball. So they need to get the pockets. They need to dry. The table needs to be dry, and the pockets need to be difficult. And they don't even know how to set it up, really. Left bottom, you shoot it down in the corner. A lot of left on this, and just draw it like that. That's what makes that shot so easy when you it makes it a lot easier when you spin that one a lot. And he'll put a lot of left on this and just lightly spin it and play the 7 in the side. I mean, I don't know what else he would do. Or he'll just put right top and roll off and not go to the other rail like that. Now he'll just stun over with right bottom, draw a little rail, or just draw to the middle, just draw out on the table with right bottom. No, he'll follow forward or stop. I guess he landed where he can't go forward. He would have wanted to land where he could go forward, and it would have been real easy. Maybe he can. He can. He's going forward. No, he's going to go forward and shoot the 9 in the corner. Now he'll just draw back a little bit, and then 10 ball in the right corner over there. Good shot. It was a good match. I'll tell you that. A lot of offense. They broke well. Table broke like a bar table. Right bottom, you'll stun to the bottom rail like that. There's your winner, 13-11, Shane Van Boening. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to the Billiard Network for more great pool action from around the world. I'm Earl Strickland saying goodbye.